So, sir, we are part of the Festival of Innovations at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. What kind of learnings would you want to share with us about the inspiration and the innovations that were drawn as a part of Festival of Innovations and the Global Roundtable?
Oh, it has been an absolutely inspiring 2 days, by the way, with the involvement of the President of India himself, who is championing all this. We had a first day where we gave awards to grassroots innovators. And frankly, as I have said, it is not 1.25 billion Indians has 1.25 billion mouths, but minds. And we could see the power of those minds. And these grassroots innovators have created innovations which are entirely marketable. All right? If only our enterprises join hands with them. And we are finding that that is going to happen more and more. In fact, today we have a joint venture formation between National Innovation Foundation and BVG company, which is going to take this grassroots innovation forward into the market. All right, and we need multitudes of this. So I think the first point I want to make is that ideas is not the prerogative of just research labs like CSIR or private sector entities, but also there is a lot of ground level innovation that takes place, which is marketable. That is one lesson. The second lesson was that we had a round table with some of the great thought leaders from Bangladesh, from Canada, from Europe, from USA,
Denmark.
and so on, Denmark and all that. And they shared some of the lessons where the key of partnership, the key of government interventions became very evident. For example, the public procurement policies, for example, to support oncoming innovators, upcoming innovators, was one of the points that was sort of brought up. What kind of partnership between the academia, the industry, the enterprises, the financial institutions can do? What kind of innovations in financial structures and support can be made? Because eventually it is not just technological innovation. It is business model innovation, system delivery innovation, workflow innovation, policy innovation, which the government does, etc. All of them come in confluence. These were some of the big lessons.
The whole ecosystem has to evolve.
Whole ecosystem has to change.
Yeah, and sir, we also gave away the Gandhian Young Technology Award, the Gyati Award. So, how excited are you about these young people, young innovators getting into the technology space?
That's terrific. I think, as I said at the end of my talk, as you grow old, you add years to your life. Today, I mean, life to your years. I added years to my life today. At least 10 years. Because if you look at those young people, what are the problems that they are looking at? They're thinking of the deaf, making them dance through technology. They're looking at the blind, creating internet for them. They're looking at the blind and creating gadgets for them that they can use, and so on. They're looking at the poor and doing things that are affordable. Somebody who is taking a medicine, his hand shakes and he can't. So there is an imported product which is available for 16,000 rupees. This has been done for 160 rupees. So affordability, quality and sustainability, I saw getting blended by these young people, and absolutely incredible.
And how do you think that the entrepreneurs, and especially the small and medium enterprises, should align themselves with innovation to make sure that they're ready for the future?
I think innovation-led growth has to be the mantra. You get the point?
Yes.
And innovation means thinking differently to make a difference. All right? Creating new business models, for example. Small is not a deterrent anymore, because if you see the way technology is moving, like 3D printing.
Absolutely.
Previously we thought big scale manufacturing, you require hundreds of crores and so on. Today in your garage you can have a 3D printing machine costing just a lakh of rupees to create customized parts and make a crore of business, so as to say. So the new technology that is coming is democratizing manufacturing, if you like, and the whole ecosystem. Just as in information technology, it democratizes everything, isn't it? I'm carrying something which I don't need any iPad and personal computer and this, that and the other.
Absolutely.
So the greatest advantage is to our small and medium enterprises. The technological breakthroughs like cloud. All right. Initially, people thought when cloud technology came, it will help only the big guys, the big drug manufacturing companies, financial services. I said, no, sorry. It is helping small and medium enterprises because they don't have to buy a personal computer. They don't have to invest in hardware. their capex is zero and it is all opex, pay per use. You can see. So they must look at all the breakthrough technologies, mobile internet, automation of knowledge work, internet of things, cloud computing, and so on and so forth. That new wave that is coming up, we should not get submerged under that. We have to ride it. And our
Absolutely.
small and medium enterprises can do it.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you so much.